Hello gamers! I have something slightly different today or now for you. I want to enlist your help for a potentially impossible mission. You see, I've been a computer gamer for nearly 4 decades now, and for about 3 of them, I have been fondly remembering a game that I may have made up in a feverish dream, or maybe not. My search through the ZX Spectrum archives, oh, those were the times, and other older systems so far proved futile, as did my asking around in several forums, so maybe asking you will help. The game itself was probably on the ZX Spectrum, or a didactic, so a specky clone, but I also had some sort of an ancient console when I was little, so I'm assuming it was on the specky. I drew a rough picture of what I remember the game looking like, and unless I had a stroke, it should be on the screen now. So it was black and white, or at least I don't think it had many colors really. And it was similar to games such as Tau Ceti or the Academy. Right now I'm not sure which was the first in the series, whether the Academy or the Tau Ceti, but that's not important, sorry. In that it was a sort of a first-person shooter in an openish world, but the movement was like in an old square-based dungeon crawler, or maybe in the Lords of the Midnight games if we are to stick to the specky games. But I don't think you could turn. You could move left, right, up and down, so like west, east, north and south, and that would move you to the next sector on the map or square of the map. Each sector could host up to 4, I think, objects, which were shown in the main window of the game, the top left, I think, at least that's where I put it on my picture. So 4 objects, like nothing and an enemy or a facility, a building. You could move your cursor. In my picture is the red crosshairs aiming at one of the enemy robots. And again, I think the game itself was monochrome, so black and white only, at least on the specky. To aim at the enemies, again, robots, I don't remember the shape, whom you could shoot with lasers to drain their health, represented by a percentage shown in the status sub-window when the enemy was destroyed by reducing its health or structural integrity or whatever it was described. Its wreckage would appear in its place and you had to destroy that once more to get rid of it for good. Otherwise, it would eventually regenerate and turn into an active enemy again. Now, about the buildings, I think there were 2 different types of them, so I am assuming one would refuel you and the other would repair you. I don't think there were any special weapons that would be reloaded, such as the missiles or flares in Tau Ceti, but your weapon might have used fuel. I'm not sure, it's 30 years. And at least some of the buildings would be destroyed either outright from the beginning of the level, or maybe the enemy robots would destroy them. But you could repair the destroyed ones by shooting them again with a health percentage being displayed. So when you got that from 0 to 100%, the building would be reconstructed and become useful. The goal of the game was to either repair all the facilities or, more likely, to destroy all enemies in a given level, or maybe both. I don't know. when you manage that, and I think I once did, the skeleton figure to the right, I think, of the screen, maybe left, I know it was on one of the sides, would partially fill in and you would go to another level. So from this, I think the story was like you are building a huge mecha robot and to fight some sort of an invasion or something. I really don't remember much more or anything, in fact, because I played this game 30 years ago when I couldn't really understand English. And it's also possible that the game only exists in my imagination and was inspired by the aforementioned Tau Ceti in like a feverish dream or something. But I already found several of the games I used to play on the Speccy and on the Amiga, so maybe, just maybe, it was real and one of you guys knows it. So if you do, or if you think you know something similar on a different system, please let me know in the comments. Any tips will be greatly appreciated. Or if you have a similar story of your own and are looking for an old game yourself, feel free to leave a comment as well. Maybe I can help you or some of the other viewers can. At any rate, thank you for your time. And well, I do hope to, find that game or be definitely told that, dude, that doesn't exist. Because, well, if it does exist, I definitely want to play it and beat it. Oh, thanks again and toodles!